Hi, and welcome to the Spark the Heartz podcast. My name is Lizzie. I'm an intuitive energy channel and a Reiki master. This podcast is a safe space where we talk about spirituality, energetics, cycles, rebirth, and so much more. So while I'm in your field of awareness today, I hope you tune into the frequency of this episode with an open heart and a new sense of curiosity. As a reminder, you're a sovereign being, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get started. Hi friends, welcome to this week's podcast episode. My name is Lizzie. In case you don't know me and you're new here, welcome. It's so nice to see your faces, or at least I see your faces in my head and I think about these people just tuning in and seeing me. And so it's nice to see you too. And I just wanted to start off this episode with just saying thank you for being here again. And also to speak about a few things. I feel so much energy on my heart. So I'm a little nervous to say this because I made the commitment to season 2, but I've had some life circumstances come up that are asking me to slow down, gather my things, and put it out there once it is all done. Not meaning this podcast, but like different things going on with my personal life. I'm having surgery on my mouth within the next coming week. I don't know how long this is going to put me out, but I feel like I have to share this information to make sure that, I honor my process of healing. I take it slow and don't try to push myself like I would normally do. And luckily, I was able to catch this through different experiences. I'm a Sagittarius rising. Jupiter is my ruling planet. Jupiter right now is going in Cancer by the time you hear this. And anyways, it's funny how lately I've been into astrology a lot more, but I'm really seeing everything outside of me and within me giving me the same message of like, it's time to slow down. It's time to take care of you. And so with that being said, I wanted to share a dream that I had during the full moon in Taurus, the morning of, and then also just some experiences I've been having in hopes that this can help you guys too. Because I feel like a good part of being able to be in these spaces and to share my experiences is being honest with you guys. And in order for me to be able to produce these videos, these conversations, these offerings, this channeling, this energy is in part because I have to honor my body, honor myself, and take care of myself. And so I'm sad to say that for now, this is only going to be the only episode I'm putting out in the meantime. I will be back with more material, but I feel like this isn't by chance. And I'm going to share a few things because on the full moon in Taurus that morning, I woke up and I saw spirit. And I remember to ask that morning, like, what is the message for me? And the message I received was like, slow down, stop doing too much. And so then I fell asleep and knocked out. And in my dream, I had this really crazy dream where I'm holding a fishbowl and the water is dirty, and I know that I have to clean this fishbowl, and I know I have to make sure that the water's clean for the fishes that are in it, and also the rocks that are at the bottom need to be cleaned so that the environment in that fishbowl is good. But I'm feeling all this pressure outside of me, all of this, and I'm in a bathroom with this fishbowl. And I'm thinking, I got to clean it real quick. And I feel all this pressure and I rush through things. And I dump the fishbowl out into the toilet, which I know makes no sense because immediately after I do that, I'm literally in my head like thinking, I hope these fishes float up past the rocks and they're not squished. And the moment I turn around and I look at the sink counter to see if there's like materials to clean the fishbowl, those aren't even there. So I can't turn around, clean the fishbowl real quick, fill it up with water, grab the fish, rinse them off, and put them in there. I went from the first step to the ending step without taking care of everything in the middle. And so when I woke up, I got the message the Spirit gave me. It's slowing down to take care of the in-between steps. Not rushing towards the end of things, not rushing to get results. It's time to just build slowly in the right ways. And I feel like a part of that is speaking volumes to who I was before. I would really put myself, because I'm being reminded of like 18, 19, 20 something year old Lizzie. And I would put so much on my plate where I felt like I had to be there for other people. I had to do this in order to feel like I was being productive, like I was doing something important, and I would put my needs aside. And I feel like what this is teaching me right now is I'm having to take care of my mouth, which I used to speak to this podcast, which I used to communicate. And the fact that this is asking me to have work done, and I don't know how that's going to make my body feel. I don't know how that's going to affect my speech. I actively have to take care of myself in order to create a space where I'm not performing out of performing or to just shoot out content and material. It's reminding me of how important it is to do things from the heart, how important it is to do things in a way that is grounded with solid foundation and is not just shooting out content for content's sake. Can't even talk right now. But to be real and to be honest. And so I know I took that break and I have a lot of material, but I feel like this is Spirit's way of like reminding me, like, slow down, take care of you, do the process and the steps, and then you'll get to the end result. And there's no shame in slowing down. And I didn't realize that I was putting all this pressure because aside from that dream and aside from having Spirit give me that message, I also had a conversation, because during that time I was like, oh, okay, get it, slow it down, do this. I had a conversation with my therapist as well, and she was helping me see like, oh, Lizzie, please don't tell me you're trying to do podcast episodes and also not let your mouth heal. And I was just like, well, I was thinking about just like pre-recording all this stuff and doing all this. And while I was having that conversation with her, I realized I am putting pressure on myself. I'm trying to perform and do things so that I feel like, oh, then I can rest. But I literally do not have the energy. And I decided after that conversation, and I realized after that conversation that I was feeling all this external pressure and internalizing it to feel like I needed to perform. I needed to produce. I needed to create. When in reality, that's not the case. I'm lucky to be in a very sweet and awesome position where I get to decide how I flow with the workload. How do I move with it? And a message that has been coming in for a while now is like to create the life that you love. So like setting up how you want to move in life, how you want to work, like create the schedule that you want now so that you're able to flow with it later. And so this takes me back to the importance of that, because October, I saw myself, oh, I'm going to do all this stuff during this time. We're going to do video. It'll be fine. And life threw me that curveball and reminded me, you got to take time to take care of yourself. And it's forcing me to. And so I'm starting to realize, like, before I try to move through heavy energetics by pushing, it's important to slow down and refocus. What's the real importance here? And for me, it's taking time to rest, taking time to reset, taking time to let my body heal in the right ways and speak the right ways, and not rush something that's going to ask me to take time to take care of myself, even though it feels like I hit a wall in a different way, where when this happened, I was super emotional and sad about it. But I can't ignore it. and I can't not take care of it, because in not doing so, I'm not taking care of myself. So if this can serve as a reminder for you this season to slow down a bit, where are you overperforming to feel like you're doing stuff or being recognized or being successful, when in reality all you're doing is burning out your resources? And for me, I'm so happy that Spirit was delivering that message, that I was able to have that session with my therapist and also sit down and reflect and realize, like, bitch, you got yourself fucked up right now. Slow down. And so I say this with so much love. Slow down. Catch yourself. Where are you skipping steps because you feel the need to do something for somebody outside of you when you haven't even taken care of yourself? And I feel like this season is asking so much, but so little at the same time, because it's not something that's not doable. It's just something that you're brave enough to do for yourself. And so I want to give this reminder of, like, if you can take the time to take care of yourself, if you can take the time to slow down, if you can take the time to reflect, like, what are the energies that you've been in? Because I just got back from vacation. I've had so much going on, and I've had to rest for like 3 days afterwards, and then go back to work, and then have events with family that were really beautiful, and then rest again and take care of business. And so it's been like this interval and this cycle of, like, girl, it's time to slow down. Like, you've had go, 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 nonstop energy. And I feel like this is also asking me to integrate. So the times that I may not be able to physically or verbally use my voice to speak on topics, because this surgery is going to affect how I nourish my body. I'm going to have to maneuver and heal in different ways. And because the mouth is so important, it's a communicator. It's where you nourish your body. It's where you can help your nervous system through humming with the throat. And it's so much more. It's a portal of communication and expression and nourishment. And it is an opening to so many different things. And I feel like having this go on is going to highlight the importance of not just my voice, not just me nourishing myself, but also realizing that when that area is affected, how do I take care of myself? How do I get back to solidifying it and making it a space where healing energy can come in and out of it, and not just always intaking it, woohoo, and not just always outpouring it too. So I feel like this is my season, because I'm also a Libra sun, of balancing these new lessons. So with that being said, during the holiday seasons, try to catch yourself when you're burning your candle at both ends. And some signs to recognize this is when you catch yourself thinking of all the things you got to do, and you're stopping yourself from taking a nap, from enjoying your partner, from enjoying a good TV show or a movie, a hot cup of tea, a hot cup of coffee, a hot cup of cocoa. And when you're dashing out the door and you can't even remember how your food tasted or how you've been feeling since this last weekend, it's a good indicator that maybe it's time to slow down. Okay, so thank you. I had to pause there for a moment because my pug was wilding out, but she's hopefully calming down now. She really wants my attention, which was really interesting because she doesn't normally do that. So she's cute. And you could probably hear her right now, breathing in below. I brought her a little bed to try to comfort her, but she keeps wanting to, like, sit on my lap. So do you want everybody to see you? Come here. Come here, Olive. For those that don't know my doggos, this is my baby Olive. Say hi, Olive. This is my little senior pug. And she's, like, been dying to come up here and be in the airwaves. So I'll put you on the couch over here if you want to lay down. There you go, mamas. There you go. Here's the pillow. You can lay down. You can be my little guest star. She cracks me up. And then my Frenchie. Come here, Porky. I'll introduce you guys to Porky. Come on. Come here. She's not a fan of being carried. But this is the Porkster. My little Frenchie. She's a little nervous because I normally don't pick her up like this. She's solid. And there's the baby Olive in the background. Hi. Say hi. But I'll let her lay down. She likes to be more grounded. They're very different personalities, as you can tell. She's like, feed me the love, Mom. Feed me the love. I got you, little baby. You want to get down? I'm going to say, like, I don't know what you want today, baby Olive. Come on. So, I guess she wants to just be in the mix. She's cutie. I can't take her seriously. Oh, but I just wanted to say that during the season, if you catch yourself just feeling like you're overly extending yourself, trying to do too much for others, and just running around in circles and feeling like your battery is low, take it as a sign to step back. I feel like my dream really highlighted the importance of like remembering that the steps in between, or even the steps before you do the task that you need to do, are also important. Gathering your cleaning supplies, gathering cloths that you need to dry, gathering the right tools to help you take the goldfish out of the bowl and putting them into water while you take your time, like creating the right environment for yourself. And this speaks volumes because I've had different interactions with environments lady. Do it, lady. I mean lately. And so I want to talk about this because I feel like it's coming up for a reason. I've had to learn about environments and how they affect me personally, how I feel the energies being tossed around, and what I have been plugging into when it comes to other people outside of me. And I feel like it's been a lot of different things, and I had to really tune into how I was ignoring me plugging into emotional things of others and caring to the extent where I felt like I cared more about the outcomes of other people's situations that they then did themselves. And I was finding myself realizing how much I was taking on energetically through my body in the spaces I inhabited, and these energies really taking me for a whirlwind spin, but my body spoke volumes. My body felt overwhelmed, overstuffed up with a lot of other things outside of me that weren't just mine. And I had to actively set up boundaries with my voice, with physical spaces, and tune into practices to help me clear that. I don't know who is making that noise out there, but if you guys can hear it, I'm so sorry. It's funny how things work out. But what I'm saying is, take notice of your environment. How is it supporting you? How have you been taking on quote unquote energetics that aren't always yours to take on? and tune into the frequency bands of your experiences, because I feel like they're speaking on so many different levels in one. And so, oh my God, she's so cute. She's just like putting her little chin. I don't know if you guys can see. Putting her little chin on the desk. She's such a cutie. But she wanted to be a part of this. She's like, put me in this show, Mom. We're doing this together. So yes, welcome my co-host, Olive the pug. She is magnificent in all ways and wise and an elder in her years. And she is the best cuddle buddy. A little sassy, but I love her this way. I do. And so before I get off topic again, I just want to say that I feel like the holidays are around the corner. It's important to have a grasp of what you're stepping into on different levels, and also what's being left behind in the spaces that you're going to walk into, the spaces that you live in. And the importance is going to be highlighted a lot more. Some people might feel it a lot more in their bodies, because I feel like this is being brought up for a reason, and I'm being reminded of my experiences. I took the steps to unplug and unwind and clearly stay out loud with the energetics that were presenting themselves to me, that I'm no longer a vessel or a conduit for those emotions to run through me, and for that energy to be cleansed through me when it was not mine responsibility in the first place. So if you have been feeling overwhelmed or bogged down by different energetics, I highly suggest that you have a practice to help you, to help cleanse your physical body, your energetic body, your mental and emotional bodies. And honestly, I feel like this deserves its own episode, so I'll probably do that separately from this. And maybe it might have came out before this one, I don't know, because I feel like this is a topic that needs to be spoken about and honored on its own. So I feel like I'm just going to leave you with this tidbit. If you can find a meditation that is meant to cleanse your chakra system, your auric field, and also help bring awareness to the energies or the debris that are stuck in certain areas, or are just circulating over and over, or are pushing up on your auric field, or sitting in different layers of your aura. For those that don't know, you have multiple layers to your aura. It can expand out to the tip, you can't see in this video, but to the tips of your fingertips. And imagine just being in spaces, like even going to a crowded mall, going to work, if you have to commute, riding a bus, subway, a train. If you don't have the luxury of having your own car and not having to be having that personal space, you're talking with a lot of different auras every day, and they're talking to you as well. And sometimes there is energetic debris that gets left behind, so it's important to have practices that not only call back your energy, but releases others too. I'm going to share a few things that I personally have used in my toolbox that help me, and maybe it can help you too. In human design, I'm a fifth line, unconscious, so I have a projection field around me, and people can quote unquote see me as their hero or their solution, or something that may not truly be me, and expect things from me on a whole different level. So I know that I actively have to say things to people, and I have to not allow that to that projection field to feel heavy on me. So every time I'm like in my car after work, or after certain interactions where I've had to be around a lot of different people, I always state and I always invite in the archangels, especially Archangel Michael, Archangel Jermiel, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Ariel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Zadkiel, and a bunch of different archangels. But like the ones that present themselves to me, like especially when I need help with clearing, I will say their names and I will invite them in, and I ask them to help clear any projections in my field, any expectations, any thought forms, any judgments, anything that is not for my highest good to be released from my auric field and my chakras. And literally 9 times out of 10, I will burp or I will yawn, and that will be my signal of things being released. And I did not drink anything. I am not tired to the point that I have to say, oh, I'm yawning because I'm tired. If not, I'm yawning because this stuff is being released, and I know the way that my body speaks to me. So if you feel like you're bogged down, like your battery is on low, try to remember to practice that. Even like after you leave busy areas, whether it be a mall, whether it be work, whether it be interactions during the holiday seasons with family, because sometimes, like, think about all the times you sat in a room and you just like kind of had a thought about somebody, though you may not have spoken it with your words, you were looking at them and there's an energy being sent, whether it's loving, whether it's judgmental, whether it's just neutral in any way, or whether it's like an admiration. Energy is sent out on multiple levels. It's not just, oh, with words, oh, with actions. It can literally be with somebody just sitting across or standing or passing you in aisles, and you can pass around so much energy at different times of the day, and it's not always negative. But if you have something where you could say, you know, invite in the archangels to help support clearing this energy out of your field, you'd be surprised what happens. And take note, like I'm seeing, like, record and have either a list somewhere, a recording, not all of yawning, to support this message. Yes, queen. And so I'm just saying, take note of that, because if you can record the times that you do this, and you see and you have an awareness of how your body reacts to those words and that invitation that you send out to the angelic realm, to the archangels, to God, to your team in spirit to support you with clearing out anything that is not for your highest good, it's going to teach you a lot about yourself. So I feel like I'm going to end this here. I didn't mean to make this longer, but at this point, I'm a yapper, dude. Dude and dudettes, I'm a yapper. So it's nice to get to spend some time with you, get to see you. And Olive obviously is loving being in the mix too, because she's out here breathing and letting you guys see her all in her glory. Say bye, Olive. Say bye. So, I'm going to put her down so that I can actually do... She's like, no, Mom. No. Yeah, I'm going to put you down, little girl. I got to do a card reading. She literally just sat up. She's hilarious. She's her own little person. Yeah, little baby. Let's go down. I'm going to do a card reading. I'm going to pull a card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, actually. I had them here. And I want to just wake up the deck. And who knows, I might speed through this, or I might let you guys just tune into this. But I just want to ask for the card deck to be woken up. I'm also going to ask for the energies of support, love, and joy to come in and to fill this deck. Reiki energy and the symbols to support it as well. But for most of all, I'm going to ask Spirit to bring in a message for the highest good of the collective tuning into this podcast episode on any platform that it reaches them. I ask that during the time that I am not in the airwaves or present with them, that they can receive a message that will remind them of how they are divinely supported, and not just how they are divinely supported, but how they can know this within themselves and take this message to support them through this holiday season, weeks and months to come, in case my voice is not in the airways to support them just yet. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my guides. Thank you to the archangels. And thank you to, I feel like Archangel Metatron is really stepping forward right now. So I'm going to say thank you, Archangel Metatron. I'm going to ask for this is different. I'm hearing shuffle the deck 3 times. You're going to pull 3 cards, but you're going to use the 3rd card for them. And then they're telling me the other 2 are for you. So thank you, Archangel Metatron. And that's 2. And one more time. 3. Okay. So this is 1, 2 for me. And the 3rd one is for you guys. Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. Oh, that's so cool. I think that's called the obelisk. I have to make sure that I'm not saying it wrong, but like creating medicine for you to bring in healing. And you see how the symbol is right over the heart space. Like this is the time where a lot of heart healing is going to be coming in for a lot of you guys. And just know that there is a medicine guardian for each of you, coming in to support you in more ways than one, and also to bring that heart chakra energy. Look how much green there is here. The gold in the hair, the blonde hair, and the, what is that called? The symbol of life. Like when 2 cells split and they start splitting to create you, that is the flower of life, sorry. So the flower of life is coming in to help you heal in more ways than one, as well as bringing in that angelic medicine, that support to pour into your cup, to bring that energy. And what's funny is, I don't know if you guys are big Greek fans, but there is a certain god, and I feel like I spoke to this on one of the episodes, where it's the god of healing and medicine in Greek mythology. And I forget his name off the top of my head. And a lot of people try to associate it with Hermes, Mercury. And so I can't fully remember the story, but I just remember he is one of the gods of healing and he could do some magical things. And so just seeing this here, I feel like, and remembering that story, I feel like there's going to be a lot of magical healing moments coming in, and it's going to really hit the heart space for the next coming months. But because it's hitting the heart space, I feel like there's going to be so much emotion around it, so much energy pouring in more ways than one, and it's going to be felt in the body. So there's going to need to be expression, because I feel the energy moving to the hands, into the throat, and down into the belly. So it's moving in different directions to help heal family lines, to help heal the expression of your voice and how you express yourself in this world, as well as how you use those energies that are showing up in your personal and family relationships to express yourself in more ways than one. Whether I'm seeing like hands moving, so like whether it be creating of art, whether it be expressing yourself with words, but like, no, I'm going back to the hands because there's so much movement. And I'm seeing like physical movement too, because I'm seeing like warrior's pose and like putting your hands in downward dog and cat pose. Or sorry, dog pose, downward dog pose. And there's different ways that your fingers and your hands are going to express this energy out of you, but honor your body, because movement's going to be needed in different ways. Some might take to writing in a journal, drawing, to even typing on keyboards, but the expression, there's going to be a lot of expression from the hand. So allow yourself that space and that time, and really connect to your heart space, because that energy is going to flow. Energy flows where intention goes. And so if you have the intention of just anchoring that in, invite in angelic support to help you during this time. So I'm going to read the message out of the book, but that's my intuitive take because I feel like this is going to hit on so many different levels and different degrees for everybody. And it's a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel like this heart space energy is very much needed medicine. And for some, I feel like my heart's pounding. This may make you nervous because it's going to take you out of the box. You're going to say some things that normally maybe you wouldn't have said in the past. You may have expressed yourself in new ways that you didn't even know you had within you. But realizing that a little bit of turbulence may come, but it's not a bad thing. It's meant to clear the way. It's meant for you to go through it in order to come out on the other end with a different sense of not just perspective of the way that you see the world, but how you interact with your body and your system through it. It's like having your nervous system rocked a little bit to kind of shake out. I'm seeing like somebody being shaken, but all this stuff coming out. The energetic debris that's been held within the nervous system for way too long. The words left unsaid, the heaviness and the weights of words that were internalized for years and not expressed out or not released. And I'm like seeing a towel being wrung out. So like letting that emotionalness, that heavy, that weight, all that water that sat in you be expressed through tears, be expressed through verbiage, be expressed through your writing. I'm seeing like some of you might be writing in your journal and just crying into it. Just know that that's that guardian medicine coming in, helping you during this season, and I'm hearing months to come, so that you can have that heart space healing. And you see all this gold in this green, like that's super, like, it just reminds me of regalness. It just reminds me of heart space opening. It just reminds me of healing, and real healing, not the kind that's just surface level, but like this deep, integral healing at the heart space that ripples through not only this lifetime, but to others. And I'm seeing like one individual standing, and there's like, it's just spreading out this golden liquid to different areas, different timelines. I keep seeing like Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse, and like how the ripple effects of what somebody is doing in one universe is gonna ripple affect another universe. So know that this is a time where there's a lot of healing going on, and it's rippling through different realms and dimensions. And I'm hearing ancestral lines too. This is a very potent time. So I can understand even more, like hearing this for myself and hearing, like, I know I set the intention for you guys, but like I'm really understanding how potent this energy is coming through. And I'm feeling so much energy at my back, and I feel the back of my heart chakra just like fluttering and opening up. And so I take that as like things from the past being cleared up, past lives, past experiences in this current life. I'm seeing wings spanning out, so like a lot more freedom, and this energy just flowing from the front of my chakra, my heart chakra, to the back of it. And so it will be a sense of relief, because as that energy is like flowing through the front of my heart and the back of my heart, and it's making wings just show up in my realm, I'm feeling all this like happy energy move down to my stomach and to my throat. So like clearing the airway and connection of expression through art, through sensual touch, through relationships, even romantic physical expressions in relationships. It's gonna change. It's gonna change a lot, but it's circling back around for true healing in more ways than one. So understand that. And okay, now I'm gonna read the information in the booklet for you guys, because that was a lot coming in and I loved it. So give me just a second. There goes the burp. So it needed to move what it needed to move. And so it says, Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. The message here is, listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, relationships, or even career. So be alert for this. The medicine guardian has a caduceus healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness, a state where your cup is no longer full but overflowing with goodness. The emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. You are being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenging, I feel like I'm stumbling on challenging for a reason. So I'm going to pay attention because I feel like this is also a message for me right here. Pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. So, there you go. Know that you have support from the angelic realms. All it takes is an invitation, and just be reminded. Ask them to remind you of what really is important to understand right here. The challenges that you are facing, ask them to help you with those, to help not only recognize them, but to know them and understand them and know what to do with that information and how to move with it. Because sometimes we can receive a buttload of information and not truly understand what it means. But when you start to ask, what does it mean? Spirit will show you, whether it be through people, through music, through videos on your social media, or whether it be through a podcast like mine, or even just through your experiences. Spirit has a magical way of always supporting you. So I will leave it on that note because I feel like that's that. So until next time, I don't know when next time will be, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being understanding. Thank you for being supportive. And thank you for being here and spending this time with me. Bye for now. Oh, and for those that were curious, the first card that I pulled for myself is Winter. Take care of your needs. Honey. And the other one was Hermit, retreat and recharge. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot, I swear. And it's funny because Archangel Metatron literally said, the first two are yours, girl. The third one is for everybody. And so, just hats off to you. Hats off to you. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Archangel. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. And I'm here, like, thank you, Archangel Michael, because I feel like he's around too. It's really interesting, but I just want to say thank you. And I'm just throwing this in there so you guys know what's up. So this solidifies that message I was receiving for myself even more, and it's freaking hilarious. Not like haha funny, but just haha synchronistic, not surprised, but at the same time so grateful and thankful for this. So take care of yourself as well, because I'm going to be taking care of me, and this time for real. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in today. To stay up to date on all my happenings and offerings, I invite you to follow me on my YouTube channel and Instagram, which is at Spark the Heartz with the Z at the end. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, please see the links to my booking page and website on the show notes of this episode. Thank you again for tuning in, and I look forward to our next gathering. Bye for now.